President Donald Trump signed an executive order setting in motion the dismantling and eventual closing down of the Department of Education. Officially closing the department would require an act of Congress, but in the meantime, the administration says that the department's critical functions will continue, including the enforcement of civil rights laws and oversight of student loans and Pell Grants. But what does all of this mean for the state of Idaho and Idaho students? And Aspen Shumpert went to go find some answers, talking to the state's top public official in education, Superintendent of Public Instruction, Debbie Critchfield. Aspen, a lot of us wanted to know, what's the reaction here?
Yeah, this was no surprise. It was just a matter of when Donald Trump was going to sign the executive order, and it was the president keeping a campaign promise. The executive order returns public education power to the states, which means less federal oversight, and the states will have control on how federal dollars coming into the state can be used. Critchfield says this is something she supports, and that removing the bureaucracy will allow states to align priorities that support the students of Idaho. 10% of funds coming to the education in the state come from the federal government. That money comes with rules and regulations associated with that. She's looking forward to Idaho being able to set priorities to use those funds based on what's best for our state.
Let's use special education as an example. Anyone that's involved in delivering those services and helping to support students who have needs in these areas will tell you there is a tremendous amount of paperwork involved in that. Well, I would love for our teachers to spend less time on the paperwork and more time looking to see what the student needs to have to be successful in the classroom.
Career technical education and vocational education were other areas Critchfield says could benefit with funding from the state having control of federal dollars coming in. She says Idahoans are very proud of being independent and solving our own problems. This is just another thing that allows Idaho to do that on the educational level, which she supports, Joe.
And I know that some people don't like the wording of dismantling or reorganizing, whatever it is. The bottom line for Idaho, how's the funding going to change? Is it?
Yeah, I asked Critchfield what's the funding impact of this, and she says it appears that number isn't going to change as the executive order is stating now. We'll have to continue to see what the changes of this executive order will play out.
We will get to watch in real time. Thank you, Aspen Shumpert. We'll talk to you soon.